preempting you to be, open-minded that giving birth in Canada is something that a lot of people wish to experience. But at the end of the day, when you sit down to ask yourself the end goal of having a child here in Canada, hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is ADE Ada. It's your favorite girl, ADE Ada. Thank you guys for stopping by. If today is your first time of seeing this beautiful face, thank you and welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you can enjoy the benefits that come with being in my community. And also, if it's your first time, don't also forget to hit the like button. So if you're one of my OGs, guys, you guys are the MVP. I don't take you guys for granted, so thank you. Let's get started. Like I usually do, I have a notebook here so that I don't, if it's protocol people, they say I don't cap, meaning so that I don't say things out of point. I have my notebook here. I want to list it out for you guys in such a way that it will be interesting, it will be educative and beneficial to everyone who will want this information. That's why I take out my time to script my videos and make sure that it goes according to how I had planned it. So let's get started. Today's video, I want to talk about giving birth in Canada as a temporary resident, as an international student. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? What is my take on giving birth in Canada? Guys, chill, grab your popcorn, grab your biscuits, get some water, or better still, get a Coke, because it's about to be a roller coaster. Guys, I'm going to section this video into two parts. I might likely make it like a part 1 and a part 2. So in the part 1, which is what we're going to discuss now, is going to be basically my experience as an international student, everything I encountered, my opinions, things I faced, and everything. That's what I'm going to share with you guys here in the part 1. Then for the part 2, I'm going to tell you the cons and the pros of giving birth as an international student in Canada, or giving birth as a temporary resident in Canada. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. I've gotten a lot of people reach out to me to ask me, oh, what's the cost? What do I think? They want to move to Canada, they're pregnant, some are like 20 weeks gone, some almost at the tail end of their pregnancy, and they get to ask me, what do I think? What's my opinion about giving birth in Canada, or about making that move? What do I think? So chill, relax. It's about to, I'm about to dish it to you guys the way I usually dish it, so that if you're in that condition, if you're in that situation, you make informed decision. You make informed decision. So let's get started. I came into Canada in April. First of all, I've forgotten people ask me, oh, did you declare that you were pregnant? Yeah, I declared I was pregnant before I got my visa approved. And one thing I'm certain is that Canada is friendly when it comes to pregnant people, when it comes to they are family oriented, so they approve you coming to Canada pregnant and all that. So that's how I got my visa approved, and then I moved into Canada in April 2023. I also made a video talking about my challenges getting like a prenatal home and a doctor and all that. Actually, for me, before I came into in April, I had gotten all my routine drugs, I had gotten everything medically checked and all that. I was certified to travel, I was okay. So when I came into Canada that April, I started my search on how to get a doctor, how to get maybe a midwife and all that. I went from place to place. There's some organizations that are like in charge of introducing you if you want to use a midwife and all that. So I started like asking questions. And luckily, a friend of mine sent me a list of organizations that take care of mother and child, and I started reaching out to them. I reached out to the midwife, Sudbury midwives, to see if they would take me in. Now, taking me in means everything they're going to do for me is free except for delivery. So that's part, I'm going to explain it in detail in the next part of the video. So I didn't want to use the midwife, but at that point I was like, oh, it won't be a bad idea to get the midwife registered with them, and then also while I chase the getting a gynecologist, that way I'm settled. But trying out the midwives, I was told I need to fill out the form online, and once that is done, they will get back to me. When I reached out to them in April, they told me they had to put me on waiting list. Everything here is waiting list, sha. They had to put me on a waiting list, and once that is done, when it gets to my turn, they're going to call me. As I even filmed this video, it is over 6 months, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't gotten any call from them. Yeah. So when I reached out and they asked me to fill the form, I filled the form, and I shall moved on and continue my search. Finally, I was able to get a gynecologist to take me in. Now, for international students, most doctors, most gynecologists don't like to take international students here. I really don't know their reason. I can't explain it in this video. So if you're one of those who know why they don't take international students, please let me know in the comment section. So they didn't give me an explanation why they don't take them, but the organization that linked me to the gynecologist had earlier told me, oh, we'll send your name to so and so doctor and see if she's going to take it in. That was the first person they referred me to. After like 2-3 weeks, I didn't get any call back. So when the organization called me to do like the normal checks, check my pregnancy, check to see how I was progressing and all that, they asked me if the gynecologist had reached out to me, and I said no. They said, oh, okay, if she doesn't take me in, they will refer me to someone else and see if the other person will take me in. Luckily, they did refer me to the other person, who is a guy, and he took me in, which was a blessing for me. Now, for international students, especially if you're coming to Ontario, if you're coming into Canada, in any of the schools in Ontario, as long as you're coming in pregnant, the insurance does not cover you. The school insurance does not cover you. It covers only pregnancies that are conceived while in school here in Canada. Let me explain it. If I had come in April and I had gotten pregnant in April or May, then the insurance will cover me, because apparently I got pregnant while I was in the country or while school was active. But because I came in pregnant, so the insurance doesn't cover me. Now, let me state it here. I try reaching out to other insurance companies that are not my school insurance to see if there's anyone that can, give me an option of what I can do for them to cover me. I discovered that most insurance companies will cover you, but they do not cover pregnancy. I don't know why. I think it's only applicable to maybe temporary residents or international students. I do not know. But what I know is that they don't cover your pregnancy. So whatever happens, whatever check, scan, anything you do while you're pregnant here, as long as you came in with that pregnancy, you're going to pay for it out of pocket. So I already had an idea this was the issue, but I was willing to take my chances. So when I found out that no insurance was willing to, take me in or cover my pregnancy, everyone kept saying, oh, we can't take you, oh, we can't cover you. I reached out to a whole lot of insurance companies, but none of them agreed to take me. So apparently they do not cover pregnancy. They only cover you as an individual, except you have a health card. So if you have a health card, I'm sure that your health plan, your health card provider, it's going to cover you as well as the pregnancy. So that was what happened in my case. And as God may have it, I got a gynecologist. For each visit, I had to pay out of pocket. For each check, each examination he had done on me or he was doing on me, I had to pay out of pocket. So if you're one of those who is seeking to move to Canada, Ontario to be precise, as an international student, as a temporary resident, please be sure that you have your money to take care of these bills. I'll come to you guys in my second video. I will explain to you how I was able to take care of these bills. So let's move forward. Finally, we kept progressing. I am a doctor and everything was moving on smoothly and all that. Then let's talk about the parenting communities I joined. So I joined a couple of the parenting communities, which I told you guys that my friend had sent me a list. So these parenting communities, what they do is they help you, give you prenatal education based on you and your babe pregnancy. All you need to know: labor, delivery, what you need to know when labor starts. They just give you the general information on everything pregnancy. And also some of them give like food cards, clothing, diapers, formulas, baby strollers, baby bed, estracessa, and a whole lot of it. Vitamins to keep you strong and healthy. This is what most of these parenting communities do. This is what they take care of. So if you're an international student, you and you're already in Canada, I will advise you join them. They also give you moral support, or you can go there, complain how you're feeling. If anyone has been through the same process, the person will put you through on what you need to do. These are basically what they take care of, and yeah. So I joined a couple of them to, get information, get all the basics that I need to take care of myself and my unborn baby. And then when you're done and you've had the child, this parenting community also take out their time to, put you through postpartum lessons, what you need to do when it comes to breastfeeding. Another thing that helped me while I was pregnant is that this community, they share a lot of information. Some of them give you link to go read online. Some of them do not just, do the online thing. They come in person. So you get to meet other mothers who are going through the same process, who are going through everything that you've gone through, and then some of them had their children already. They get to pull you through and all that. So these were all the things I got to experience before I finally had my child. So a lot of people will ask me, is it worth it? Yes. There are a lot of things involved when it comes to birthing your child abroad, especially if you're a student, especially if you're a temporary resident. In fact, let me put it out, especially if you're a student, an international student for that matter. There are a lot of things that you need to consider before making that decision. I'm going to state it here that for me, I think it is worth taking the risk. It's a 50-50 thing. It all depends on how strong-willed you are, and also you being emotionally strong, physically, mentally strong to overcome the hurdles that come with giving birth abroad. So yeah, this was all the things I experienced and enjoy before giving birth. And then when I finally gave birth, if you haven't watched my birth vlog, please go watch it. I will link it up somewhere here. I filmed everything that happened in the labor room when labor started till when I had my child. So I'm going to talk about a few things there. At the time when my labor started, they checked me and found out that I was dilated. So they commenced all the medical examination, medications they feel I needed at that time to help me progress with my contraction, to help me progress with my labor, which they did everything they can, and finally we had to go through CS. That is another story on its own. So if you haven't seen that vlog, please go check it out. It is somewhere here. Yeah. And after I had my child, I also had issue of lactating. This is something that I struggled with for a week, close to 10 days. I didn't have any breast milk at all. I had to keep going to the lactation consultant to make sure that they will suggest, do this, try this, try that, and all that. These were the things they suggested for me, a whole lot of things. They suggested herbs that can help me lactate, teas that can help me lactate, and they also gave me some books to read on lactation and all that. Mind you, so because I had joined some of this parenting community, I also got book on pregnancy, breastfeeding, and life after birth. So these books I had read. Some of them I already have one or two knowledge on what life after birth will look like. So I had to practicalize these things to see if they work out, which a lot of them did work out. So these were like the help I got from having my child here in Canada. But one thing I would leave behind is the fact that if you are willing, if you want to embark on this journey like I did, you really need to be emotionally, physically, mentally ready to embark on it. Because will it test you? Yes, it will. Will it push you to the limit? Yes, it will. Especially when I was almost at the delivery point. I had just 1 month before delivery when I finally got a gynecologist. So imagine if I was not healthy. Imagine if I didn't come with my prenatal drugs, even though I got one of them to like give me help me buy a set of the prenatal drugs. But imagine if I didn't come prepared, how it would have been. So these are the things you need to consider before coming into Canada to have your child. But if you ask me if it's worth it, you will get to find out in my second video regarding this topic. Yeah, you will get to find out in the next video. So stay put, because this whole video did not end here. You will find out in the next video if it's worth giving birth in Canada or not, as an international student or as a temporary resident. Find out. So I'll bring this video to an end, because this is just me summarizing to you guys everything that I experienced, my own personal experience, preempting you to be open-minded that giving birth in Canada is something that a lot of people wish to experience. But at the end of the day, when you sit down to ask yourself the end goal of having a child here in Canada, what you stand to gain or what you stand to lose, that will make you determine, or that will make you consider if it's an adventure you want to embark on. So stay put, and please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I will see you guys in the part 2 of this video. I love you.